Oh, well, look, I don't blame Charlie Cox. But, yeah. He defended Daredevil in She-Hulk. Basically defended his iteration. And then now he admits that he hasn't watched it. I get it. I understand. But this is one of those things where you just go, you shouldn't have said anything. Exactly the same principle behind Arnold Schwarzenegger coming out recently and being like, oh, yeah, we knew Dark Fate was crap. We knew Genesis was crap. I knew it was crap. I just did it. And you're like, okay, well, fine. But now people aren't going to believe you when you say something's good because you had previously said it was good. You don't need to say anything. Opening your mouth doesn't help anything. You're painting yourself out to be worse right now. None of this is good. You didn't need to say this. Why did you say it? Because now people are just going to go, what are you doing? So yeah, dumb. And again, like I said, I don't blame him because he's got his own show now with Disney. He could be doing Daredevil Born Again. I get it. I understand. He's got to promote these kind of shows. But you didn't need to come out and now say this. Just defend it at the time. And we'll all just think, well, what you are, which is obviously being paid by Disney. And that's okay. Like, most people with a brain can figure that out. You didn't need to say this, mate. So disappointing. And he's sort of, it's that phrase, you build a rod for your own back. You dig in your own grave. This is that situation, basically. So let's take a look, ladies and gents. Hit subscribe if you're new here. Love to have you here more often. And give the video a like, and please do share it. So, actor Charlie Cox revealed he has not yet watched the episodes of She-Hulk Attorney at Law that feature him as Daredevil, despite previously defending the show's portrayal of the character. Now, he's gone on record and done this. This is like a fact. And maybe he's defending what he thought it looked like. But if you haven't seen it, you don't know what it looks like. You don't know what the end result is, mate. And again, I don't even blame you for not watching it, because it's a crap series. I had to watch it all for this channel. That's time I'm never going to get back. And it was oof. Oof. It was an abomination. So, yeah, check this out. Back in December, Cox defended the Daredevil scenes in She-Hulk Attorney at Law that include the devout Catholic character doing a walk of shame after fornicating with She-Hulk in Down and Dirty. Cox admitted to Digital Spy that he was unsure how viewers would react to the scene, telling the outlet, "There are things that you do when you're playing a superhero. There are scenes that you read and you go, the fans are going to love this. This is a knockout." Yeah, this definitely wasn't one of them. And he continued, and then there's stuff like the Walk of Shame, where you're like, I don't know. This could go two ways. This could be something that the fans really enjoy, and it could be something that feels like it goes against the nature of what they love about the character and the tone of the piece. Way! You get it. You understand? So you get it. You understand. Clearly you understand. But he still defended it. So he would defend the scenes at the time, saying, the good thing about doing it on something like She-Hulk is it's not Daredevil's show. What, so less of the fans see you? Is that what you said? It was my job as the actor to come onto another person's show and embrace the tone, while staying as true to the character as I possibly could. In this world, Matt's in LA, and he lets his hair down a little bit. He's just having fun. He's just having fun. He's killing it in the courtroom, He has a fling with a really beautiful and charismatic lawyer. and then they get to do some superhero stuff. Okay, now what defense? It tonally felt very different from everything I've done as that character. But that was also really exciting and new and different and in keeping with the character. How's it in keeping with the character? It's totally very different than what I've done with the character, but it's in keeping with the character. No, it's not. No, it's not at all. Anyway, so dumb, but so funny all at the same time. Cox would then point out to a number of comics as justification. If you read the comics, there are a series of Daredevil comics where the tone is much lighter and he's much more kind of silly and goofy than perhaps we've done much of previously with his character. And he would then brush off the criticisms his portrayal of Daredevil, Matt Murdock and She-Hulk received. You can't please all the people all the time. If She-Hulk's not your thing, then don't watch it. Watch something else. And everyone did, ladies and gents. Everyone did. Because the viewership was shockingly bad. So anyway, he was at the ICC Con in Nashville. I think friend of the channel, Nick from Echo Base Network was there. Anyway, Cox admitted he hasn't even viewed any She-Hulk Attorney at Law episodes that feature Daredevil. As reported by comicbook.com, Cox again attempted to justify the tone the series and tried to bring to Daredevil. And so when She-Hulk came along and I read those scripts, I felt like this is a really good opportunity to try my hand at that tone with this character and see if I can remain true to the character, but also find a side of him that is represented in the comics that would be appropriate for that show. Because the problem is, if you take Daredevil that we know from the other series and you put him in She-Hulk, I think he becomes the butt of the joke. He's the serious one and everyone, so I don't want that. I don't think he's that, so I wanted him to match Jennifer Walters a little bit, and that experiment for me was really fun. And then he went and said, and I think people responded to that. I actually also haven't seen that episode. Shouldn't have said it. I've seen the bits from when we do the ADR, which is automated dialogue replacement, which is the voiceover stuff, and it seems fun. You know what I mean? No, mate, because we all watched the show and it was garbage. But it was a really cool experiment to see if you could take that character and without losing anything, losing what people love about that character, what I love about that character, and still see him in different places. It's also true to life. There are times in your life when you find it very difficult to find a sense of humour because you're struggling or because life is hard, and there's times when life's running smoothly and it's sunglasses and roses. Look. This is hilarious. So he defended it at the time, didn't even watch it, defended it again, admitted he didn't even watch it. Goodness sake, come on now, Charlie. You don't need to say anything. Like, I don't blame you, again. It's a crap show. I don't blame you for not watching it. But just don't defend it, or just don't admit that you've not watched it. Seriously? Anyway, cheers guys, leave your thoughts down below. Take care.